Welcome into the First Alert News Center. I'm Hannah Burbank, and here are today's top stories for WIS. Starting with number 5. Outages are impacting 911 lines in the Midlands. Other officials across the state and in other parts of the country, including in Georgia, Texas, Indiana, and Florida, are also reporting phone outages. WIS is working to find out what caused the outage. Lee County and Kershaw County are experiencing issues, but you can find more details all about this up on our website at WISTV.com. Moving on to our 4th top story. More than 200 students are looking for a new school with just 5 weeks until the new year begins. The charter school Ascent Classical Academies will not be opening its newest school in Irmo due to permitting issues with the town of Irmo. The school submitted plans to retrofit the St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church to use temporarily for the upcoming school year. However, Ascent Classical Academy's executive director, Derek Schuler, said a review found issues with the facility, including fire code and ADA accessibility compliance issues. According to the South Carolina Department of Education, students who were enrolled must reach out to their zone districts to get their children enrolled for the upcoming school year. You can find the full details of this story on our website. Moving on to our 3rd top story. Attorneys with the company Zillow Incorporated filed a lawsuit against Richland County that accuses the county of failing to provide complete property records in response to a records request. According to a lawsuit filed on June 12th, Zillow had filed a Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA, request for records relating to Richland County's property assessment for the past 4 years with no issue. However, in December 2022, the county failed to provide the necessary records, at first claiming the records do not exist. Then that's according to the lawsuit. Then later that day, the Richland County Ombudsman's office said in an email that it does not have to provide a copy of the records because they already exist online, according to exhibits provided in the initial filing. You can find the full details of this lawsuit on our website at WISTV.com. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the rest of our top stories after this.
January 11th of 2020. It was heartbreaking to see all of the damage that happened at North Central High School because of an EF2 tornado that happened luckily over the weekend. Now so much has changed in the community. The buses are back in place. The school looks amazing. They've done such a good job. There's just so much resiliency here, and we're proud. WIS 10, connection happens here.
Welcome back to today's top stories. We pick back up with story number 2. 2 people were taken to a local hospital after an ambulance crashed at a major intersection in downtown Columbia. The Columbia Police Department responded to the crash at the intersection of Main Street and Elmwood Avenue and said its officers were working to investigate what happened. The ambulance involved in the crash was not transporting any patients at the time. That's according to the police department. No other details were provided about the crash. Now we go to our top story of the day. Eastbound lanes on Interstate 26 at the 127-mile marker in Gaston are reopened and traffic is flowing after an overturned tractor trailer blocked all lanes for a couple of hours Tuesday. According to South Carolina Highway Patrol, traffic was detoured off the interstate at the 125-mile marker. Cameras from the South Carolina Department of Transportation showed cars being guided onto a dirt pathway parallel to the road to get around the overturned tractor trailer. SCHP said there are no reported injuries and no other vehicles were involved in the crash. That is all for today's top stories, but you can find all of these stories and more up on our website at WISTV.com.